For a long time, the skeleton horse was part of a trio of unused mobs, but it was suddenly added, seemingly at random, in the 1.9 update. How can you find it, and why was it shelved for 2 years? Watch till the end to find out. But before that, not a lot of you are subscribed, and we're getting really close to 500 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really helps the channel and allows me to make better content for you guys. So, in April 2013, horses were added to Minecraft in the 1.6 update. This included 35 varieties of normal horses and 2 undead varieties, the skeleton and zombie horses. At the time, these 2 varieties were only available through third-party commands. Since they weren't available, they are almost left for dead by the community. This is its Google Trends graph, and as you can see, results peak after every update. We're at all-time lows directly after the 1.6 update. Why? Because it could not be spawned, meaning the community had little interest in it. With most arrival players, it was akin to a cool glitch. You see it once, and you lose interest. But over 2 years later, it was finally added into survival. And this is how you find it. First, it has to be thunderstorming. This itself is relatively rare. You'd know that if you've played throughout Minecraft in a single world for a long time. Then, a lightning strike must occur, which has a 1 in 5,000 chance per second for each chunk. So for each 16 by 16 area, every second there's a 1 in 5,000 chance. Over a lot of chunks and a lot of time, that accumulates to a fairly high chance, but it's still relatively rare in that regard. And for each lightning strike, there is a 1% chance that a skeleton horse will spawn. This varies by difficulty, but it's roughly averaged out to 1% in normal difficulty. This amounts to 1 in 500,000 or 0.0002% chance that this occurs per second per chunk. However, there is an additional function to the skeleton horse. When you get within 10 blocks of it after it spawns through a lightning strike, the horse is struck by lightning again, and an armored skeleton spawns on it. Additional skeleton horsemen are summoned from the area for a total of 4 horsemen, meaning 4 skeletons on 4 horses. These horses move similar to skeletons, they strafe around, and the skeletons shoot arrows. And after you kill the skeletons, you can tame the horses in the same way you'd tame normal horses. However, skeleton horses have a few extra perks. First of all, they can jump 2 to 5 blocks up, which is more than regular horses. The floor is higher. And they can be ridden underwater without drowning or kicking you off. Of course, you'd still drown, but your horse would not. Like normal horses, they can also regen health, which is a plus. But what was the delay in this addition? The horses were added in April 2013 and didn't have a function until late 2015. The idea arguably fit better in 1.6 as opposed to 1.9. So what happened? To answer, we need to go to September 2014, days after the 1.8 update came out. At that point, the skeleton trap was not thought of, but one massive thing happened that month. The finalization of a deal between Mojang and Microsoft to buy Mojang for $2.5 billion. This deal had likely been in the works since those 1.6 snapshots, and the confusion and uncertainty around the future of the game left minor details such as a skeleton horse unattended to. The deal was a resounding success, with funding to Mojang boosting the game, but that was not a certainty at the time. However, what happened to the other 2 forgotten mobs, the zombie horse and the giant, still remains a mystery. But I'll explore that in my next video. Once again, we are steaming toward 500 subs, so if you aren't subscribed, I would really appreciate if you did that. It really helps out. Besides that, like the video if you did like it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!